Tapas, pranidhana, svadhyaya, Kriya Yoga. What is the practice of yoga? Most people would say stretching your legs or back or balancing on your head. But if we look into the Yoga Sutras, it tells us something else. It's not that those things, stretching, balancing, etc., are not yoga, but if we look at the Yoga Sutras, it tells us the practice of yoga is constituted of tapas, pranidhana, and svadhyaya. Tapas meaning accepting pain as help for purification. Pranidhana meaning studying the self or studying spiritual books. And the third one is surrender to the Supreme Being. What a great time to surrender when there is a blizzard outside and it just stops us in our track. I can't go anywhere. Or in the case here, I've got this cold that's just been lingering and lingering and lingering for over a week now. Just doesn't want to let go, but slowly getting better. The Buddha said, in parallel to this question of surrender, or not even a question, the practice of surrender, the Buddha says, there are 5 things to be aware of in life. We should never lose sight of these 5 things. Or to grow old. There's no escaping growing old. And of the nature to have ill health, there's no escaping having ill health. That's a relief, actually, because I've been fighting and fighting and fighting this cold. And it doesn't mean we stop fighting. That's not what surrender is. But there's some degree of relief that comes from recognizing that it's of our nature to get sick. It's of our nature to get old. It's of our nature to die, right? We don't have to fight against those things. And there's a couple others the Buddha mentions, but just this is enough. This is enough to focus on here. Tapas turns us back to accepting this idea of accepting pain as help for spiritual purification. It means we actually, it broadens the idea of surrender. Surrender doesn't just mean to give up. There's something that we can do. Actually, surrendering itself is a kind of doing. And we can be helped by the other two as well, accepting pain and studying the self. Right? All 3 of those things constitute yoga in practice. Let's start. Right? Sitting up tall. Down. Lowering the eyes, softening. See the ways in which I fail to practice yoga again and again and again. I see these ways that I fail to practice yoga. We just keep at it. We stand, we fall down, and we get back up. We fall down and we get back up. That's our practice. Practice, we don't have to look into the past and say, oh, I didn't do this. I wasn't able to do that. We start over right now. This is where we start. We begin right now. We begin again right now in this moment. This is where yoga practice begins. Okay, so let's take a moment just to, what does it feel like to surrender? Maybe on the physical level, we can soften the muscles of our body. On the physical level. So now we're moving from the kind of the spiritual level here to physical level. What does surrender look like? Softening the muscles in the body. Let's take a moment to do that. Anywhere you feel tightness, tension, let's see if you can soften those muscles. to move freely in the abdomen. Pain as help for purification could mean letting go of the past. There's things that we do, that we've done, that we regret. There's things that we've done that we regret. Let's just let those go. That's accepting pain. It's just accepting the situation. We've done that. All right. Study. Study the self. What can I do to get better? Right? Starting out right now. What can I do? All right. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's bring the hands to the knees. Come on. Wake up, guys. Wake up. Let's rock a little bit. Forward and backward. Move the body. Make a circle. We have this precious gift to practice together. Let's do it. We don't know how long it lasts. Something gets in the way. We only have this moment right now. All right, so let's circle. Make some circles. We circle in a way that helps us to feel our body. And then the opposite way. All right. Let's go the other way. Come on, let's go the other way. All right, see if you can feel your hips here. Feeling the thighs as you turn around. As you lean in towards them and away from them, maybe you can feel the thighs. And the other way, right? Reverse it. All right, back to center. All right, just dropping the shoulders down a little bit. And tuck the chin a little bit. That's what happens when you tuck the chin. You might feel propelled upwards. Check your breathing. That left hand over to stretch the side of the body. We're just warming our body up. This is the warm-up part of the class. Right, the other way. All right, good. Let's come on to our hands and knees. Do some cat-cow. Continue to warm the back up. Kind of get a sense of the range of motion available to you this morning in your back. Not ignoring any pain that might be there. And the way we ignore pain is by pushing through it. That's not the same thing as tapas. Right? Tapas is accepting pain as help for purification. We don't want to exacerbate pain that's already there. Right? There is pain in not being able to access your full range of motion. And that might be what you need to accept, right? If there's pain and you can't move as much as you'd like to, that itself is a kind of pain. And accepting that is tapas. Okay, let's sit back onto the heels, bringing the forehead to the mat, sliding the hands up tall, as high up the mat as you can, stretching the back, the shoulders. This is a posture of submission. Just this, right? We're stretching our back, but it's also a posture of submission, of surrender. Right? Feel it if you can do an this is the external form, what surrender looks like. Can you bring an attitude of internal surrender here as well in this child's pose? Right? There's external surrender, which is the form of the body, the form that the body takes, but that's not enough. We've got to also match that on the inside, right? Bringing the attitude of surrender. Maybe another way to talk about surrender is acceptance, acceptance of your situation, acceptance of ill health, acceptance of aging. All right, and then coming back up, let's just make our way to tabletop, and then from here to downward dog. And this will be a moving downward dog, so just kind of stretching out the calf muscles there, one calf at a time, bending one knee, straightening the other, hold for maybe 3 to 5 seconds, and then go over to the other side. Okay, and then let's see if we can bend both knees and lift the tailbone up a little bit higher. Then, if you want, you can try straightening your knees if you want. That's an option here. Disengaging the neck muscles, drawing the heels down toward the mat. Good. Straightening the elbows, keeping the elbows straight. Good, and then walking the feet to the hands. And just come into this forward fold. You can take hold of the back of your legs if you want to, or just let your arms hang. Letting the muscle. This is also, think about this posture. The external posture is a posture of surrender. We're bowing ourselves forward. It's a kind of surrender. And we want to also bring the internal attitude of surrender here. Gosh, there's just so many things we fail at, right? It's like we fight a war. Maybe it's with another person. Maybe it's with our own mind. And so we just want to surrender to that. You know what? I can't win all these wars. I give up. Right? This attitude of giving up. It's not the same as a pessimistic attitude. All right, now let's come up to stand. Take your time. There's a very fine line between surrender, as it's understood, I think, in the Yoga Sutras, and to give up, as we generally use it in everyday parlance, giving up. There's a fine line there that we're walking. So we've got to be very, very careful here when we think about that word surrender. It doesn't quite mean to give up on yourself or your ability to improve yourself in some way or to be better or to connect with your innate wisdom. That's not what surrender is. In fact, surrendering is the surrender is to let go of the ego aspect of the self, the thing that wants to make separations between self and other, that wants to make itself better than others, or sees itself as worse than others. That's the part we want to surrender. We want to give that part up. Okay, let's bring the hands together for sun salutation. Do 3 of these, just kind of at a regular pace here. This is also, again, bringing this attitude of surrender into the practice. We're surrendering to the great orb of light that is just over our heads, allows us to see the beautiful snow that's coming down upon us. Ready? Let's reach our arms up high. Take a breath in, and then fold in half. Breathe out. Stepping the left foot back. Inhale. Right foot back. Exhale. Okay, lower the knees. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows. Let's keep the tailbone lifted as we straighten the legs and come down. Exhale. Inhale, lifting up the head, neck, shoulders. Stretch out the core a little bit. And exhale to curl the toes under the feet. Lift the knees. Bow the head down. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. And exhale the hands in front of the heart. All right. Just really warming up your whole body. Hope that feels good. Hope that feels good to you guys, right? We're just warming up our body. All right, number 2, ready? Inhale, arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, right leg back, right foot back. Exhale, left foot back. So we reverse the legs here. Lower the knees, inhale. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, lift the head, neck, shoulders. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, raise up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. All right, good pause there for a few moments. Check in with yourself. See if you can feel a kind of vibration in your body. All right, number 3, last one. Arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back this time. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, lower the knees. Exhale, lower the head. All the way down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Inhale, raise up. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Okay, good. Check in with the self. Check in with this body. This part of studying the self. Bring the hands down to the side. All right, see how the muscles, just bring the awareness to the muscles. Forget about what's going on in your head, in your thoughts. Just bring awareness to the muscles of the body. Bring a sense of presence. This is Tadasana, mountain pose. We turn the palms outwards a little bit and enter into the mountain, become the mountain. Right? The mountain can withstand so much. Whatever's coming your way. Right? Just find a sense of solidity in this mountain pose. Grounding yourself down through the feet. You feel the feet touching the floor. Furthest place away in the body, furthest place in the body that's away from the head is the bottoms of the feet. We place our attention down there. Bring your awareness down into your feet. That helps to ground you. Get toppled over by whatever's going on in your life. Ready to fight? Ready? Warrior pose. Left foot forward, bend the left knee. Right foot is back, straight. All right, so find that good bend in your left knee here. Let's lift the arms up. Fight your battle. Right? In yoga, the battle, again, is against the ego. That ego is so slippery. It finds all kinds of ways to trip us up. Fight the ego, that desire to be better than the other person, or however it might manifest. The desire to explain yourself. That's a big manifestation of ego. Oh, but this happened. Oh, you got ego cropping up there. Making excuses, that's ego. Right? Just do the practice. Don't make the excuses. All right, let's lower the hands. Turn the feet the opposite way. Bend the right knee. Arms stretched out over the legs. Turn the head. Right. We're opening up the chest. All right, straighten the right knee and folding over the right leg for triangle. Left hand goes up. Slowly lowering the hand down. I mean, how low you bring your hand is up to you. You can have it up by your knee, you can have it down by your ankle, or on the floor. Whatever is working for you today. The head could look down towards the floor or up towards the ceiling. All right, then come on back up. Let's reverse the feet. Arms out and fold over the left leg now. Let's take your time. As if there's pain in the low back, remember, that's not the kind of pain we want to accept. Right? If we're creating more pain in our body, that's not the idea here. So do the pose in a way that lessens pain or doesn't make the pain that you already have increase. That itself might be painful to know. I have a reduction of mobility in my body. Can you accept that? And come up. A lot of times people say, I can't do it. I can't do this yoga practice. Well, you don't have, what are you trying to do? Right? What are you trying to do? You're trying to conform your body to a shape that it doesn't want to go into? Yeah, nobody can do that. I mean, you can try, but that's not yoga. Right? It's accepting where you are. Okay, let's bend that left knee again, straighten the right leg, arms come out for another round of warrior two. the arms, straighten the knee. Switch the feet around. Let's try it on the other side once more. Arms come out. Holding. And release. All right, let's bring the feet together. What I'd like to do is reverse triangle. This one is so good for getting a nice twist in the back. You can do this with a chair if you want to. Place the chair on one side of the mat, like so. I'm putting my chair, so if I'm facing the mat, chair is on the left, I'm going to step my right foot forward, my left foot back. Start out with the arms over the legs, and then I'm going to turn my trunk so it faces the front of the mat, folding in half, bringing the left hand down to the chair, twisting my back and bringing the right arm up towards the ceiling. And breathe. Okay, and then come out of it. Reverse that. Slowly find your balance. And then bring the feet together. All right, check in. See how you're feeling. All right. Let's take that chair and put it on the other side. Or if you have a block or some other instrument to help give your hand a little rise so it doesn't have to go all the way down to the floor. If you can get your hand down to the floor, then do that. All right. Left foot stepping forward, right foot back. Arms out over the legs. And we turn the trunk. Right hand coming down, left hand up. Same as the other one, doesn't it? Out of that. Is that the same? We did this way? No, it was different. Okay, that's the other side. All right, good. I was second guessing myself for a second. Let's bring the feet together and hold. All right, let's try that one more time. I'm going to do this one without the use of the chair, but you can use a chair if you want. All right. Right foot forward, left foot back. Arms come out of the legs. Turn the trunk so it's facing forward in relationship to your mat. Fold over the right leg and then put your left hand down to the chair, or you want to take it down to a block or a book or the floor if it goes there. And rise back up. Take your time. Make sure you have your balance, strength here. Reverse the feet and go the other side. Arms up overhead. No, arms are out to the side. Fold. Right hand reaches down. Left hand up. And twist. You might experiment with internally rotating your shoulder. Your right shoulder, that is. And then slowly coming back up. Let's bring the feet together. Come into mountain pose. All right. Let's do some leg work here. So you can stand however you wish in orientation to your mat. And we're going to begin bending the knees, Placing the knees, if possible, right over the ankles, and then lifting the arms up. All right, so we're strengthening the legs here. Shift the weight in your feet. You can experiment with having the weight in the heels versus the weight in the toes, or maybe equally distributing the weight between the feet. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Here's a place of surrender, right? We just let the muscles soften. And this leads into the next place of surrender, which is corpse pose. Let's come down onto our mat on our back side, prepare ourselves to die. Right? That's one of the 5 awarenesses. Awareness, I am aware that I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. And so what we're doing here is practicing for our own death. And we practice surrender as well here. Right? Surrendering life, letting it go. We don't have to try to live forever. We don't need to live with the illusion that that nothing's going to change. We don't have to live with that illusion anymore. Practice of surrendering, letting go. Right? We do that by softening all the muscles throughout the body. And 3, 2, 1. No chance for complacency here. Let's roll over onto our front side as we begin the back strengthening poses. Bringing the forehead to the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, toes pointed, feet together, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders. All right, relax the arms, keep the arm muscles relaxed. So we're not using them here to lift the head up. Cobra. This is Cobra. And just stay here maybe another 15 seconds if you can. All right, then bending the knees. You can lower the head down momentarily. Bend the knees, reach back for your feet or ankles or your pant legs. Right? You can grab hold of them and begin to push the feet into the hands, lifting the knees off of the ground, lifting the head up off of the ground like a bow, like you're stretching a bow. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly relax. Bring the head and knees down. Straighten the legs and rest. Feel free to turn your head to one side if you need to. All right, let's go ahead and roll onto the backside. Recenter yourself on your mat. Arms stretch out overhead. Take a breath in and peel the body up. All right, let's do some forward folds now, stretching out the hamstrings. All right, let's start out with both legs forward. Bend the left knee and then lay it down to the left side of the body. Arms raise up overhead. Inhale. Exhale over the right leg. Feeling that stretch in the back of the leg. Relax the shoulders and neck. And if the hands don't want to hold on to the toes, that's okay. If it causes more pain to try to touch your toes, that's not the kind of pain tapas is referring to. Tapas is referring to accepting pain that's already there. You're not creating more pain, right? Here's where we want to surrender to our goals, right? Let go of the goals. I want to be a great yogi and touch my toes. Maybe we need to let go of that one. Maybe we need to redefine what it means to practice yoga. Right? Does it mean to touch our toes? Well, if you can, that's fine, but it doesn't make you a great yogi. Right? It's more about surrender. We're just bringing, this is called a head to knee pose, so it has nothing to do with where the arms are as much as the head in relation to the knee. Head to knee, janu sirshasana. So the head goes towards the knee. That's what we're focusing on. The arms can be on the floor, they can be on your knee, they can be behind you. The real focus is the head to the knee. All right, and then coming back up to a seat. Pause. Reach out the left leg. Bend the right and lower it down to the right side of the body. Hope you guys are enjoying your practice here. I'm really grateful to you guys for all of you practicing this morning. Let's reach the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, fold over that left leg. One signal, one indicator that we're doing this one, that we're really surrendering, is that the arms are relaxed here. Arms are totally, totally relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. Then even the neck, right? You can relax the neck, and that relaxing of the neck is what facilitates bringing the head to the knee. So if it's not relaxed, that's okay. Just work on softening the neck muscles, the shoulder muscles, the arm muscles. Right? They're probably not totally relaxed, so you can just keep working on that. All right, and then coming back up to a seat, let's stretch out the right leg and then bend both knees to bring the feet to the mat for boat pose. This is to help us strengthen our core muscles. All right, so we're just going to do this briefly. Just tighten up the core muscles. We reach the arms forward, lean back, lift the feet off the ground if that works for you. All right, just the main objective here is to tighten the core muscles briefly. All right. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, let's come up to a seat. Check in with your back. See if the vertebrae are stacking properly. Know that at any point in this yoga class, if you need to lay down, that's totally fine. All right, we're going to go into deep relaxation at this point. So go ahead and stretch out the legs, come onto your backside, and let's practice what's known as Yoga Nidra, or deep relaxation. Recently, I heard a scientific name for Yoga Nidra that kind of brings it out of the yogic connotation. I thought it was helpful, but I wish I could remember what it was now. I'll have to look that up for you. But there's been a lot of studies, scientific studies on the power of Yoga Nidra that I found very inspirational to hear, and this is the importance of doing the practice. So let's start by taking a deep, like, sorry, let's start by rolling the left leg a little bit, just the left leg. Right? Take a deep breath in and hold it. Squeeze all the muscles of the left leg and lift it. Squeeze and release. Roll it and forget about it. Let's do the right leg. Ready? Roll it, or just wiggle it. Take a deep breath in and hold it. Squeeze the right leg, lift it a couple of inches, and release. Okay, focus on the buttocks. Take a deep breath in, hold, squeeze. Left arm, and just wiggle it a little bit. Take a deep breath in and hold. Make a fist, squeeze, left arm, lift, release. Right arm, just give it a little wiggle, a little jiggle. Take a deep breath in, hold. Make a fist, squeeze it, squeeze the right arm, lift it a couple inches, and release. All right, now take a deep breath into the lower part of the abdomen, puffing it up like a balloon. Ready? Breathe in, hold, open the mouth, let the air gush out. Take a deep breath into the upper chest, puffing it up like a balloon. Hold. The air gush out. All right. Forget about this breath for the moment. Just bring the shoulders up towards the ears, squeezing and releasing. Bring the shoulder blades behind the back and squeeze them together and release. Lift the shoulders off the ground and release. Lower the shoulders towards the heels and release. Turn the head left and right a couple of times. Make sure there's lots of space in the neck to move the head. Back to center, lift the head up, hold, gently lower down. And let's scrunch up all the muscles of the face, making a prune. Squeeze the eyes, scrunch up the nose, purse the lips, squeeze everything like a prune face, and release. All right. Let's go right into purposefully softening all the muscles in the body, using the mind, starting with the feet. Let's start with the feet. Disengage the muscles in the feet. Then we move up to the ankles, calves, muscles around the knees and the thighs, as well as the backs of the legs. Soften all those muscles. Muscles. Back. Eyes. Will signal to any parts of your body that need healing, that need rest. Ask it to let go. Ask the muscles to let go. The body, bring awareness to the breath. Watch it come, watch it go. Notice thoughts coming through the mind, thoughts or feelings, whatever they're. Just watch it like a witness. This is the key to Yoga Nidra. Watch the thoughts and feelings like a witness from a distance. You might have thoughts and feelings, but you are not your thoughts or your feelings. You can sink into any sense of ease in your body or mind, kind of like a sponge sopping up water. Begin to wiggle the toes and the fingers, roll the legs and arms. Maybe take a little bit more breath in. Stretch out your arms if you like. And roll to one side and then make your way up to a seat. In good time, good time. Not to rush, not to rush. Take your time. Come up to a seat, see how you're feeling. Notice anything shift or change for you today, internally or externally. All right. Wishing you guys a good rest of your day. Palms together. May all beings be safe. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. And thank you. Thank you for your yoga practice today.